literally the absolute like favorite day of the week for me because it is Friday. Whose side are you on? Hello, Mademoiselle. And Aaron, I saw you there too. It is Whose Side Are You On podcast Friday. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I usually do Salt Lake too, but I think I'm just gonna do Beverly Hills. Not that I didn't like Salt Lake. Next week's the episode that we're gonna want to do. I'm always Team Monica. This episode was kind of boring, but I really liked Beverly Hills, and I really want to talk about Beverly Hills. I did drop the call link, and before I get into it, oh yeah, it's sorry guys, the whole thing. Whose Side Are You On podcast is on Apple, Spotify, and all the podcast platforms. So if you're just listening to this on the podcast side, audio, please come over on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and watch the live in person, because all the episodes that you're listening to, I record live during the week with the live chat, live audience, and open panel. So no, I'm not speaking to myself. I'm not talking to myself. I try to do my best to tell you guys what the chat's saying as well, so you kind of understand the whole conversation I'm having, not with myself. Yeah, I thought so too. The episode was definitely lackluster. I don't have the remote, hold on. Yes, I agree. And next week's gonna be the best one, I think. I think it's like with the mid-season finale. Why does this have to stop right now? Sorry. I should just get up and shut the damn TV off, but I have to shut it off. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just going to do Beverly Hills because it's such a good freaking episode. And before I even start, I did drop a comment. Denise Richards was my favorite. I was like her biggest advocate. I think your girlfriend needs to take a break. I'm just saying, like, I am not not perfect by any means, but I'm also not on reality TV. And if I was going to go back on reality TV, I sure as heck wouldn't be taking pills. Allegedly taking benzodiazepines before I go to dinner in front of a TV camera. The dinner from hell. Like, that was literally like dinner from hell number 2. Especially for Kyle. Which I loved it for Kyle. I'm sorry, Kyle. I love that for you. Sorry. I hated that for you, Sutton. But I love that for you, Kyle. Okay, so. And hello. Yeah. Did I say all this stuff? You guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share the whole thing. Replay crew. Why is somebody screaming? Wow. I promise we're getting it together. Okay, so enter Anne-Marie, which wasn't really even like what I expected it to be. So she's not really important to even talk about right now. We got to start with Denise. Okay, my poor Denise. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not on reality TV, and I really would not be going on TV in the condition that Denise was in, condition that Taylor Armstrong was in on OC. I just feel like it is such a bad idea to take a benzodiazepine, allegedly, and drink. Because I know what happens when I do it. What you guys saw with Denise, that's what happened with me. Like, that is why I don't do drugs. Like, and I guarantee you she doesn't remember anything that happened. But I am no longer pushing for Denise to come back, because not that I'm like mad and like I'm being judgy and everything. I just think you need to take a break. You can't even stay sober to be on camera. And it was definitely not just the weed, and it definitely was not just alcohol. I mean, we're all adults here. We're not stupid. We know what people look like on weed. We know what people look like on alcohol. We also know what people look like on pills. That's not what she was really referring to. Absolutely not. Because you know what? She would have said that. She would have said that in the bar. All right, we'll start there. So, yeah, Anne-Marie, she's giving me nothing yet. She's giving me kiss ass vibes, but she's fine. I'm more excited. Well, not really excited. I couldn't believe that Cynthia was there. I couldn't believe that there was a whole table of housewives. I don't know if they're trying to get an ultimate girls trip going with them, but I could probably do without Camille. I can do without definitely Denise now. Do without Cynthia. You do without Faye Resnick. Yeah, I could probably do without all of them. Erica left her. Yeah, well, let me see. Erica left her floundering. See, I think that Denise didn't know what was going on. I really don't. I think that Denise in her head, I'm going to say in her benzodiazepine, I keep saying that. In her effed up mind, I think that she has no idea what she was yelling at Erica for. I think she might have had a certain agenda, maybe like to fight with somebody or take something out. I don't know. I don't know if she was falling back into last year's drama or the year before, but hold on, let me read your comments real quick. Hold on. Oh, well, all that, yeah, all that. No. The whole groggy voice thing is not for having a cold. I mean, maybe she had a cold, but it's what happens when I don't know. I get a weed voice too. She had everything going on. I'm just really sad because I really love Denise, but she doesn't look good. She does not look well. She doesn't even look put together. And you guys know I love Denise. And I have proof. Go back and watch all of my recaps from when she was on. I've been pushing for her to come back. I had no idea what was that. Even if she was just drinking, she looked a mess. I don't know. She showed up at Garcelle's thing in sweats, which I thought, okay, fine. Maybe she's just not effing with these ladies. Rinna's not there anymore. I'm not a parent, so I said, yeah. I mean, honestly, when you're sitting there and you're like, like she got groggy and look. I can't even believe I'm saying, like, I'm like almost speechless about it. I just rewatched the whole episode again. Okay. Definitely cannabis infused. I mean, yeah. I mean, it could have been. It's just the next day she did the hot hottie toddy thing. Or she didn't actually. She did like water lemon or something, but yeah. Yeah, but starting out with that dinner. The whole thing with Kyle anyway, too. Like, as much as I don't like Kyle, I don't like Kyle. I think that she's already said that there's something going on with her and Mo, so I don't really think Sutton has to sit there and keep bringing it up. And I don't know if Sutton is doing Kathy's work. It almost feels like she's doing Kathy's work. You know what I mean? So now we have this whole dinner going on. And we have everybody is speechless. Crystal, of all people, is hysterical. Crystal, love you, Mary. Her confessional gave me life. The one where she's like about Denise and she's doing this. Like, I love her. She is a true, what do they call them? 818. She's a true 818 or 808, whatever it is, whoever. Yeah, she does not. She was giving me life. And she's Denise's friend, and that confessional was amazing. And as much as I don't like Denise, I mean, I don't like Erica. Erica, and Erica, that wasn't even like a fake Erica either. Like, I don't think that was a fake Erica. Like, I think Erica was truly high, happy, confused, like the rest of us. And I just do think that she is trying not to react. I mean, I think that she's doing a good job. Like, I don't think that she's trying. I think that she's just not. I don't know. Listen to me. I'm sticking up for her, but I don't know. I felt like that whole dinner was weird. Like I said, we're having a weed dinner, and all those people were there. Why were all those women there? They're all housewives. I know they're not all really Kyle's friends. I feel like she's trying to do an ultimate girl job. Whatever. I think that Sutton. Yes. So this is what I was going to say. So, yes, that. I think Kathy has a hard time with it too, and I think that's why Kathy and Kyle fight. I just couldn't believe. I'm watching Denise though, and I'm like, what is going on right now? What is happening? You know, when Kyle sat there and she said, what's your excuse with your marriage or something? And the whole denial comment, and she screams that I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to be depressed. That's what I was about to say. Like, thank God. Thank you for saying that. I agree. That was, they completely, actually, the chef gave me life too. And the chef goes, yo, Denise Richards is fucked up. I was like, she is. But, I felt bad for Kyle in a tiny, tiny bit. But I also remember everything that Kyle has sat there and let everybody else do. And again, these rumors with Mauricio, nobody has actually said them yet, but Kyle. Kyle has said numerous times during this episode, alluded to the fact that she said Garcelle's had it done to her. So you're admitting that Mo's cheated, right? She's alluded to the fact that they're actually divorced. I mean, that house seemed awfully quiet when everybody left too. Like, hello, Lauren. And, exactly when Sutton is pushing her at the dinner table about her wedding band and stuff, it's like I don't know why she doesn't want to say it, or I don't know why Sutton's not saying it. We have to know that Sutton already knows everything because she's saying it in the confessionals. And not only that, she's like Kathy's best friend. Exactly. Listen, we know it, women. We know how we act on weed. We know we've seen plenty of people act differently, different types of weed. We've seen people act differently on alcohol. This was not that. Denise, that was not that. We've seen Denise drunk. That was not that. This is a Taylor Armstrong. I take benzodiazepines for anxiety and drink wine and often and forget what I'm doing, and I don't know what I'm doing. And it's like Kyle's weed dinner. It was like more like Kyle's everybody was fucked up dinner. But the chef was awesome. But anyway, what Kyle's saying, she doesn't feel like she doesn't have time to feel depressed. I can fuck with that. Like, let's think about it as much. I don't like you, Kyle. And I think you skated around you skated by for too long because these rumors have been out for a while. But just imagine being Kyle. Okay. I'm sure she's always loved Mauricio. I'm sure that she does not want to be the one licking out of dog bowls, allegedly. Wearing kitty cat ears, and probably not that, but I'm sure she loves him as her husband. She was probably okay with him doing whatever. But anyway, so imagine all this. Not only is she fighting with Kathy again, now I find out too, there was something on in Dana's Patreon. And somebody that knows them was on Reddit and talking about how basically like Kyle was hey sister, Kyle was the redheaded stepchild her whole life, and that her mom was abusive to her, and that Kathy was abusive to her, and that Kathy really is. And we heard even Sutton say, now we know that, basically you're not lying, Kyle. Which is like, okay. I just keep hearing goodbye, Kyle, in the back of my head because that was all over her calling Lisa Vanderpump a liar. But, I don't know why she just doesn't come out and say, okay, Sutton, instead of like fighting with her every time and then going back and forth, you say it. You say it. You say it. You say it, Kyle. And it's like, okay, Kyle, just instead of saying everything in the confessionals, just say, yes, everybody, me and Mauricio are getting divorced. Yes, he's been screwing Elsa Jean for years. Yes, he's had a love child. Yes, it's finally out in the open. And now everybody knows that I know. And I cannot be with him any longer. And he grosses me out. And he grosses me out too. He was my favorite, but he grosses me out. Don't worry, he grosses me out too. All right, let's see too. So she's with Mauricio, and now her kids are all grown. They seem to be okay with what he does because they are the only ones filming with him. She wasn't allowed to film with him last season in his show. He has a love child, allegedly, which I've heard getting pissed. He's watching Dorit kiss his back. Like, there's all this shit going on. And she's like, finally, he's done effed up. Like, I guess maybe, like, she's done with him, right? So that's hard, right? She has nobody because she picked the wrong hill to die on. And she decided to be, like, Erica's friend and side with Erica and Rinna because, like, now you really don't have any true friends like Sutton. Because now you're getting it back because you let the Fox Force 5 do this shit to these ladies for years, Kyle. And because you're such a pussy, you sat back and did nothing about it. And now all of a sudden, you have never had control over your life. You tried to control Mauricio for all these years. You couldn't, unfortunately. It's just a shame. But you kept having kids with him. And you're actually talking about having more. And I know you know that he was a cheater. And I only knew this because of this person that used to be on your cast, who we all know is our friend and was good friends with Kyle. Okay. So, yeah, obviously, I believed the whole bullshit of them being in love and all that until I started hearing the rumors. Even when those things were coming out last year, I had to like see receipts. Like I did. I was like, he's not. Like, no way. Like, I really thought that the psychic dinner from hell prior 10 years was wrong. And my God, did she not call that shit? Because as soon as she was right, as soon as the girls got old enough, he was not emotionally satisfying her any longer. He probably never really had. Well, I don't know. I can't imagine. It didn't seem like Mauricio wanted a divorce, right? It didn't at all. It seemed like he just got caught and he didn't want a divorce. And now he's out there just not giving a fuck. Like, really, like with the chick from the dance place, whatever. You know what I'm saying? From Dancing with the Stars. So, yeah, I do feel bad for Kyle. Like I said, like all that going on, your husband's a piece of shit. Like you finally realize that he does not want to fuck with you anymore. You have your neighbor Dorit kissing his back, acting all weird. And, you know, like all of that. And then you're on camera and like Rena's not there anymore. Rena and Dunn had tried to screw your family all up. Now, I can't even believe I'm saying this, but I really didn't believe Rena. And I didn't believe Erica with the things that they said Kathy said. And I know I'm naive, but like I didn't believe it. But I do now. Because of the things that I was reading about the people that somebody that knows them really well. And it was anonymous on Reddit. Oh my God. Anonymous on Reddit. Good friends with them, but they knew a lot. And then Dana actually did some little bit of background and saw that some of the things this person was saying were true. And she's like, oh, wow. So, you know, realizing she's always felt like that, like, you know, nobody in her life, like her family and her husband or wife, all that. And now you have to deal with this shit on camera. But then you also perpetuate a rumor about you and Morgan Wade, which is so fucking weird. Because Kyle, now Kathy has the same tattoo as her and Morgan. And you guys still aren't going to tell me you don't believe they're half sisters? Come on. When I heard that Kathy got the same tattoo, I'm like, that's it. They're half sisters. Even if she wouldn't be Kathy's half sister, because it would be through the dad. But it would be a sister thing. Now, we don't think that she's sleeping with Morgan, right? So, how? I'm just saying, it plays in that they're half sisters. I'm just saying. I guess I still have to say allegedly until we find out for sure. I could still be wrong. But, and then Denise, okay, not Denise, but Kyle has the Dynasty look going on. I don't know what her deal with Dynasty is. If you guys don't remember what Dynasty is or know what Dynasty is, I'm old. So Dynasty was out when I was like in, you know, Dynasty was a show that used to be on. And if you look at Kyle, she reminds me of, she could be on Dynasty. And even on her confessionals too. She really had a Dynasty look a couple years ago. Oh, wow. Yeah. See? I'm telling you. And did you go into that? Did you sign up on the Patreon yet? I sent you the link to it in Instagram. See, me too. And oh my God, poor Denise. Shannon, you got to watch it. My sister Shannon, you got to watch this. You know I love Denise Richards, right? Like, I want her to come back. My eyes looks weird, but yeah. But it was really funny when Erica was like, I really don't know what you're talking about. I really don't know what you're talking about. She's like, I really don't know what you're talking about. And Denise is like, you know. And I was like, this is really not happening. My poor Denise. And it was like really hard to watch. And my sister knows that groggy high voice. I get the groggy high voice. That's what Denise had going on. And she definitely, yes, the Joan Collins look. That's who it is, Joan Collins. I couldn't think who she looked like. Wow, is she Joan Collins? Wow, she looks like Joan Collins. Oh my God. Definitely with her. Oh my God, yeah, definitely with her last year. She had a blue Dynasty looking shirt in one of her confessionals. And definitely Joan Collins, definitely. But I don't know. I like the Justin, the guy at the end of the table. He was high as hell with Crystal. And Crystal's confessional, I'm telling you, it was amazing. I love her. She's definitely true 818. And I guys, I'm not from California, obviously, but I hear people say it all the time, and that's what she would be. Yeah. Yes. Benny's definitely. That's what I said. Benzodiazepine, definitely. Alcohol. Because we know, like I said, we know people look like on weed, alcohol, all that. We're not, we're not that young. I mean, come on. That was not that. And Shannon, if you watch it, you'll understand. Like my sister would know. She's the one that picked it. She's the one that literally pegged it with Raquel. I was like, holy shit, I didn't even think of that. That's what happens to me. The way that Denise was acting, that would be me. Complete fucking mess. But I'm not on camera. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not on camera. But anyway, so the next day they go to lunch, right? And then, of course, Denise walks in and she supposedly, everybody said, oh, she's all nice and done up. See, she's fine. She still didn't look herself. She still looked shitty. She still looked like a bag of shit. She just looks unkept, unwell. Like, yeah, I mean, it's not even, she doesn't even have a lot of plastic surgery. So it's not like I'm saying, like, she doesn't look bad. It's not like she has bad plastic surgery. She looks young, but she still looks unkept and unwell. And dude, you do whatever you want. Like, you're not hurting anybody but yourself. I'm just saying, like, like, I just don't think that it's embarrassing. And I wouldn't want to be on camera if you can't even put it down or whatever for 2 hours for like one night to be back on camera. You know what I mean? For a chance to get back on the show, which I've been pushing for this whole time. Now that Rinna's not there, it's not like you're going there to yell at Rinna. You know what I mean? I feel like when she looked at Erica, she was looking for a moment. I hate to say that because she doesn't even know what she was yelling at Erica about. Yeah, yeah. I mean, she probably has to take them on a daily basis. I mean, she might get them prescribed. She probably gets them prescribed. Yeah, and like she probably was embarrassed too, like, and probably because she even at the dinner when she was talking about what happened, like, okay, first of all, at the bar before even she left, she could have said to them ladies, she was saying the whole thing that she did last year. I never even thought about the threesome dinner or threesome thing because again, like that I don't remember that even being an issue. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't remember Denise leaving any reason that had anything to do with Erica ever. And yes, that's my sister. It was crazy. But like I said, the next day, like she definitely, like even Kyle said she was high before she got there. Okay, fine. High on weed, whatever. But she was, whatever she was, it was before she got there too. Because again, like I want to say this a million times, we all know what people look like on weed, different types of weed, different people act different ways, but that is not that. We've seen Denise drunk. That's not that. It was really hard to watch. But again, when she walks in the dinner lunch the next day, oh wait, no, I forgot about, oh my God, I forgot about the end with the Dorit. Oh my God, with her putting her coat on backwards. Her coat was on backwards. Her fur, not backwards, upside down. That was even worse. Because everybody can just yell. You can find a reason to be mad at Erica, right? I'm sure there was a million things going in people's heads. I wonder what Erica did now. You know what I mean? Or it could be a million things. But Dorit, she's like, Dorit, don't do that. Stop it. Don't do that. Dorit's like, your coat's on backwards. I think your coat's on backwards. Like, she's literally confused. She doesn't understand why Denise is telling her to stop. And she's like, no, your coat's on backwards. And she's like, maybe she thinks I'm saying something else. She's like, no, really, dummy, your coat's really upside down. Like, that was even worse. Like, that was so embarrassing. And I'm like, poor Denise. Like, but girl, like, you got to know that at our age, you got to know that, like, yeah, it probably was. You have to know that you can't Well, you can, but you have to worry about people talking about you. And, I don't want to, like, after that, I don't want to watch that. Like, I don't want her to do that on camera anymore for her own well-being. And I don't want to watch it because it's embarrassing for her. It's embarrassing for me to watch her because I get secondhand embarrassment for her. I feel mortified for her. Taylor, I kind of laughed when it happened because she was just too thirsty. Denise actually told Bravo to stop talking about me. They're like, either fucking pay. She's like, either pay me or stop talking about me. Because they used her as a storyline even after she left. And that made me mad too. Because like I said, I've been advocating for her to come back for this entire time. And couldn't wait for Erica to leave and Rinna to leave. But without Rinna, Erica is absolutely, yes. But it's still Lent, right? She's still giving up, not fighting back with it. I just feel like maybe she really is changing. Listen to me. Do I think she's gaining empathy? No. Do I think she wants to stop fighting with people? Probably. I mean, listen, Sutton lit up a joint. Sutton lit up a joint at the table. I forgot about that. I missed the whole thing about her fighting with Erica. Her fighting with Kyle. It's just a lot. That comment was also pretty fucking ignorant too. But listen, Sutton, I'm all for it, but it was ignorant. Let's be honest. I didn't watch it yet. But listen, all of that's true. All of that is true. But to show up and act like that is not getting them back. You know what I mean? To get the ladies back, you got to, like, I would hit those bitches one by one. You got Lisa, Renee, let's go down the line. Tell that bitch to fuck off. Then you go to Teddy Mellencamp. I'm sorry, Freddie Hellenkamp, because that's another one that did it. Aw. It was Teddy. It was Kyle. My God, it was Freddie, Kyle, and Lisa Renner, her actual friend. Now they're not there, so I guess Erica is the next best one to yell at. But I mean, again, she didn't even know why she was yelling at her. You know what I mean? But the whole thing with like Sutton trying to get Kyle to say it, and Kyle's trying to get Sutton to say it, and I'm screaming, "I'll say it." I've said it. He's fucking LCG. Like, what do you know what I mean? Like, I want to scream it. Like, why are we not saying it? I don't want to hear any more, like, name them. I don't want to hear any of that anymore. I don't want to see Morgan. I don't want to hear Morgan say name them or Sutton say name them. I just say it. Just name them and say it. Please, just say it. Kyle, like, we know what he did. We know that it sucks. Sutton, we know that you're working for Kim. And you're working for Kathy. I'm pretty freaking sure of it. Because, I can understand Kyle getting upset and being jealous because of Sutton hanging with Kathy. Like, of course, I don't want my sister, Shannon. If I'm not getting along with my sister, Shannon, or if I'm not getting along with a friend, I don't want my sister hanging out with her. Like, I would be like, oh, you're hanging out with her? You know what I mean? Like, especially if it's really been always like that. Like, if she's really always been abusive to Kyle. And Kyle's only just wanted to, like, because my sister's abusive to me. I'm just kidding. So I understand Kyle now. I understand that she'd rather not fight with Kathy, but she also, I think she secretly wants Kathy to, I really don't think she wants Kathy to be around. Because it's like, I don't know. Kyle's, and I also feel like Kyle, she said she was taking something else. What was it? Is it Adderall? Kyle said something. It's definitely, she smokes weed. We know that. And she's some Adderall or something. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. I was like, oh, I think, all right, let me just say allegedly, because I don't know if she actually really said that. But I was saying that for a while. I said, so she stops drinking and she was wiping her, on the floor. I never thought she had a drinking problem to begin with. But I do understand her stopping to drink if she doesn't want to be depressed. But she seems like she has addiction transfer MS, Kyle, because now she's more like she's trying to control her life, like she looks like anorexia. Now, can we get mad at somebody for like wanting to work out and lose weight on Ozempic and have Ozempic lip and look really skinny and look anorexic and act anorexic and talk a million miles an hour and be like all up in Sutton's face? No, like, you can do all that. Like, sure. You're nothing wrong with getting healthy and, but like, it really does seem like, I wish they, I mean, I'm not wish, but Kyle just picks and chooses when this is going to be her storyline. But, you know, she's accusing Sutton of being an alcoholic because now you're not drinking. So I'm like, wait a minute. So now that you're not drinking, Kyle, you can tell people they're alcoholics. And then you have Freddie coming on Watch What Happens Live a couple weeks ago and saying Sutton always has a fifth in her pocket, in her bag. And it's like, all right, so now like, kind of don't feel bad for you, Kyle, because your stupid friend, Freddie Hellenkamp, that used to jump out of your purse. You know, and Kyle was she was pretty quick to make Denise go home too. Again, I think that maybe even Garcelle should have jumped in, maybe, and had Denise pulled aside. I don't know. If the chef said, yo, Denise Richards fucked up. But, you know, we find out that Kathy really does call people up and screams and yells at them and is really abusive to Kyle. So, you know, it kind of sucks for Kyle this year to have all that happen. You have Lisa Rinna, your friend, who basically tries to destroy your sister's name. You don't stop it, and you really don't say shit about it. And then Sutton doesn't really stick up for her either. And that she gets yelled at by Kathy as well. Now, I agree with Erica. I don't give a shit if you don't invite me to your parties. I could fucking care less. I don't care. I don't know why, if Sutton, I don't know if Sutton really cares, or shut up. No, I'm not. Don't tell me that. Oh, man, we're all going through it with our animals, aren't we? Not anymore. We used to battle though. But I'm not going to say what my notes say about something F and C-U-N-T. Kyle living in her bubble. And I don't blame it. Oh, God, I guess I did say some things. I just said I don't blame the way people treat you. Look at you. You're such a POS. I don't know. I just feel like she didn't stick up for her friends for the longest time and let the Fox Force 5 take over and be really abusive to a lot of people. Like Denise, unfortunately. And it was like, I'm like, wait a minute, Denise, why are you not yelling at Kyle? Like, maybe Kyle got enough. I don't know. But I think we can finally say, I guess we could say goodbye to Denise for good, because I don't think Garcelle's idea of bringing her back is going to work. And I feel like it definitely was her exit, because they definitely didn't bring Taylor back because they wanted Taylor to like have her husband be in the storyline. They actually wanted Taylor to come back and have more of her family, and her husband said no. So, but I don't think that they're going to I don't think they're going to bring Denise back. But I definitely think she would. And it was really sad though. Didn't you notice how empty the house was when Kyle left, when all the people left? And she's like, I want everybody out. Like, it's very rare for you to feel sorry for her. But, you know, I did feel sorry for her for a minute there. Because I'm like, where is everyone? Jeez. Okay. But yeah, even that lunch the next day was kind of like, she's trying to explain what she was yelling about, and it didn't make any sense there. And she's just saying all the stuff about Erica being this and that. And it's like, not that Denise has to move on and like Erica, but I mean, at this point, we're stuck with her, I think, unfortunately. And everybody else is kind of getting along with her. So I don't think Denise coming back and doing Satan's work for us is flying. I mean, it just wasn't. And then I don't even think Garcelle was there for it either. As much as like she thinks she's getting everybody, you know, she's getting back at these people for everybody else. It's like, I don't know. So we get to the part with PK and Dorit. Still, I think that Dorit is beautiful. I love her dark hair. She looks the best she's ever looked to me was when she was sitting there talking to PK with her glasses on. She wasn't that done up. She had no Chanel stuff on. She just looks so pretty. Like, and I'm just like, you know, I kind of like her. I do like her. I can't even be mad at her for kissing Mel anymore, because I feel like he's just a dirty, dirty bird, you know? Did we mention that what's her name? Cynthia was there? I thought that was cool, but I wasn't really impressed with any of the people there, but I would have rather have had, we'll have our own, like, I have my own dream cast, and that was like kind of ruined it with me with Denise, so we could take her off. But yeah. But okay, so Phoenix and Jagger, to me, I know this is mean, Her daughter kind of reminds me of the child. What is it? The little girl in the when they open up the elevator. That's a horror movie. The twins. Oh my god, I don't watch horror movies, but like she looks like she's going to murder somebody. I'm sorry, God forgive me for saying that, but that child looks like she wants to murder somebody. And I think Jagger is a sweetheart. I feel like he probably is the one who gets the. Listen, I've never seen this child abuse anyone. I just guess I never paid attention to what she looked like because I was watching her and whatever they were doing, Doritos, Phoenix, Jagger, and I guess they were sitting there doing something. And I'm like watching her and I'm like, she's evil. She's an evil child. She is an evil child. And I like kids. I don't have them. I like them. But I was like, oh my God, get her in school. Get her in school. There's something wrong with this child. I feel bad for Jagger. He probably gets abused by her. I feel like she looks very mean. I don't know. Oh my God, she just looked mean to me. Yeah. She has, but I don't know if I'm still not buying the 4 robberies. I'm buying none of them. Maybe the first one. Oh, maybe not. But I'm still all for her though. Like I'm for her this season. Like I can deal with her. I just think her kid needs to get. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. That's how I feel. I was watching her and I'm like, she looks really evil. That child. Oh my God. Like evil kids, and that kid looked evil to me. Sorry. That's all I had to say about that part. Do I think they need to be in school? Yes, absolutely need to be in school. As much as I can't stand public school, I would probably homeschool my kids. I think that kid needs to be socialized and like interact with other kids before she murders somebody or something. Yeah, probably. I'm surprised she hasn't done modeling or anything yet. I mean, she's a pretty little girl. I mean, her kids are good-looking kids for being PK's kids. And even I was looking at PK, he's even not that bad of a looking man. I mean, do I think Dorit is probably, and I think Dorit actually really loves PK. Because listen, if they're heading for divorce with all this, oh, love muffin. Okay, muffin. Okay, baby lover. Love muffin. Love baby. Here, love a baby. Love a muffin. And I'm like, if you guys are getting a divorce, like, I'm like scratching. I don't buy it. I hate that because I like Dorit now. And I don't even care if she leaves PK. I know Dana wants her to, but I don't care. All this baby love child. I'm like, they're not getting a divorce. Come on. And he even says, like, I know that was a problem. Mo's been gone, and that's the problem in their marriage. And he's thinking to himself, this motherfucker, because he hates Mauricio. We know he does. I'm surprised he's not dragging him harder again. Mauricio completely screwed him. Probably for good reason. I mean, I don't know. I still believe that he only called Mauricio when he got the DWI. It's because he did have somebody in the car. And I do not believe the police report. That doesn't mean shit to me, PK. That's the nice robbers that robbed your house. I don't trust those police. I don't trust California. I don't think that police report. I mean, hey, the whole reason they let you go, they let you literally come to the station. Then you like literally blow after 3 hours of hanging out. Do whatever you get. I don't think you got a DWI. You got whatever for drinking. You didn't get a DWI, right? They let you sit and hang out. Then you blew whatever you had to do, but then you called Mo. Weird, right? Weird. Again, I don't know why Dorit. I don't know what the $10,000 lie would be about. Like, maybe attention. I don't know what her angle with that was, but somebody who's been robbed a lot of times and somebody whose husband who constantly doxes them. You see what he did? Again, he puts his address up. This is like nuts. And I'm like, so somebody who has 4 robberies or whatever, and you're still doxing yourself, dude. Come on. You guys aren't paying attention. You guys didn't. Come on. But Crystal, Sutton, Garcelle, Denise. Yeah, we went through all that. Blah, blah, blah. Dorit and Baby Lover. So I kept calling him. She's so, yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't know because I'm not from Connecticut, but I know what you mean. Yeah, and like her accent is not consistent because I heard her lose it again today. She loses her accent when she talks sometimes. I don't know. I feel like the kids need to be in public school, definitely. You definitely aren't bringing $10,000 in cash with you when you've been robbed at Christmas time, especially, didn't I say you were followed? Like, yeah, no, weird, but and she's constantly saying how he wasn't there for her. Why are you? I don't understand. Like, well, he must have done something, because I do believe she's in love with him now, and vice versa. But I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe storyline. I don't know. Like the fake divorce. I don't know. Or maybe the whole kissing Mo's back thing really is a problem. I mean, it would be for me. All right. So moving on to Erica and Mikey. I told you guys with the whole Vegas thing. As much as I'm trying to like Erica again, she's definitely hanging out with Tom Sr. And that definitely all did happen. I don't know about the whole unaliving Tom Jr. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me, is why you wouldn't tell people. But anyway, her talking to Mikey. So Mikey is the old Mikey that we had from before, right? Is dating one of her backup dancers, right? Is that what I understand? Is that why we're hanging out with him again? Or why he was on the trip last week? So I guess he's her manager again. But the other lady's her manager. I guess he's her creative director. Yeah. What did I say something about? Oh, yeah, I think we should just move. Like the whole thing with Erica. I mean, we know what happens with her thing. And then she had some confessional about warthogs and hunting warthogs and being a warthog or something like that. I was just as confused as the pie the other night with pie. Karen's piece of pie with Robin. I get the now. I don't get the analogy. Never mind. That was like the pie thing for me. I'm like, the what? Are you the pie, or who's the pie and who's the warthog? And I didn't know who was the pie in the story, who's the warthog in Erica's story. I don't know. But Erica, whatever. She does look really pretty, because she looked old and weird and torn last year. She looks good again. Her Ozempic face. She has Ozempic lip, Ozempic face. Then we get on to Kim. Coloring her walls. Did you see that? I'm sorry. She colored her walls with marker crayons, I guess. She did murals with crayons on her walls. Okay, I did a lot of weird. I mean, look, I get the whole creative aspect. It was good. Love you. I'll talk to you in a little bit. I actually have to go see my sister in a little bit, actually. They're trying to, they're always trying to protect Erica. She's a good artist. Yeah. I hope she's moved on to painting or something. I don't know. I feel like her being by, look, I like the pandemic gave me more of an excuse to be more of a hermit than I already was. I get it. She's good. Yeah, it was good. But your walls that you, I don't know, try paint it over that way. Look, well, you know what could she do? She can't paint over them. But see, that would be cute though. Erica was talking about warthogs. She was talking in her confessional about somebody, she's not a warthog, or something about warthogs and getting up and being a warthog or something. Yeah, it was confusing. And then somebody about, and the other in Potomac, Karen was calling Robin pie, or a frozen pie, or a piece of the pie, or something like that. It was weird. It was just another one of them things where I'm like, I don't understand what these people are talking about. I didn't understand that warthog analogy. I still don't even know what the hell it was about. I just put warthog something, warthog. Sorry, guys. It's Jersey sober, right? But so Kyle hasn't seen Paris's baby. Now, this is the baby that we just met, right? London or Phoenix, or I think his name's Phoenix, right? Because she's working on baby number 2. So this is crazy. So Kyle has not met Paris's baby. I'm sure I met her by now, but that's weird. Because I feel like the daughters are still in contact with like Paris and all, right? Like Kyle's daughter. So it's, I don't know. I know. That's what I mean. Like, why are we exactly? I keep saying this. Like, Kyle, Kim, and Kathy need their own show, because their business is out there no matter what. Have creative control. You have, instead of having Paris in Love and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, why are we not doing our own show and have all of our families? Mauricio has his show. They all have separate shows. I don't understand. We have so much content with them. Because again, we are wasting our time with this storyline that we have already, like, is such bullshit. Like, Kyle, this whole thing is going to be about you guys and Kyle's life. And this is nothing new. The only thing, and like, we're on episode 5. We haven't even gotten to Morgan Wade yet. You know what I mean? And why is she doing a documentary with her? Like, unless you're her half sister. Like, Kyle, you're doing a lot more. That it can't be just because you're getting sober, because you weren't really having it. You weren't really, it wasn't a huge problem to begin with. So it's like a control thing. And I get it. You don't want to be depressed. So drinking probably makes it worse. Same. And if with this one girl was saying that knew them growing up, their mother was really, really bad too. Like, apparently, definitely really, like, as much as Kyle's, you know, sees her mom in a different light. Well, obviously it's her mom, but the way that she was treated, and it's like, I think Kathy kind of took over, and I feel like Sutton is now, I feel like Kyle's now pissed because Sutton's now doing Kathy's work. And it's like now she's not here and I got this one fucking with me. You know what I mean? And it's like, no matter what Kyle does, she now at this point, you wanted your life to be a storyline between seasons. Now it is, and now you don't want anybody talking about it. It's crazy to me. It's so fucking hypocritical. Because she's literally trying to make it a side story. I don't know what she's doing, but she gave it. The minute we stopped talking about her in the blogs before this, she had to make some shit up. She had to make sure we talked about her. Like I'm saying, she is trying to control everything now. Because she probably was not able to, like, everything's been taken, you know? Like, her whole life, her mom was mean to her, and her sister's really mean to her and controlled everything. And, you know, I do believe that Kim is doing well. I feel like, you know, if whatever keeps her sober and keeps her good, that she looks good. I guess her and Kyle are always good, but it's crazy that, I mean, I guess Kathy's not speaking to Kyle. I mean, I would have not been speaking to Kyle either. I just wouldn't have. I know that this is all true how Kathy treats her, but again, your sister has been protecting your family for years. I'm saying, Kathy, you could have kind of protected her last season. Like, that was Kyle's biggest mistake, was not protecting Kathy. As much as we don't agree with it, or maybe we believe Rinna went for the jugular, and your sister of all motherfuckers should be the last one not helping you. That should be the first one to back you up, whether you agree with it or not. Like, Kyle was not there, so Kyle didn't hear anything that Kathy allegedly was supposedly saying. So that's all Kyle, like, you know, Kyle, she did more sticking up for Erica. She did more sticking up for, like, everybody but her family. Because we were even like, Jesus, Kyle, like, are you going to say anything? Like, oh my God, like, this is why your sister is doing it. Like, this is what this, you know, we're like, oh my God, like, it was just bad because we didn't believe Rinna. And now I do. I still don't like it though. Like I said, the last motherfucker that should be putting you out hanging you out to dry should be your best friend, your sister, or your sister's best friend, Rinna and Kyle. You know, because apparently everybody knows Kathy's like this, and nobody does it. And nobody really, you know, they don't do anything about it. So, you know, knowing if you're not sticking up for her, that it's going to be a problem, Kyle. You know what I mean? So Kyle and Dorit's friendship, I can't see lasting. I don't think it's going to, because we know that Mauricio and PK are not cool. Yeah, like, it was crazy. Yeah. I mean, I don't really see, when we watch Kathy on the show, it was hard for me to process that that's Paris Hilton's mom. It just, to me, I'm like, how is that Paris's mom? Like, she's so cool. I just thought she's a quirky old lady, you know. I really didn't think she was harmful, but she is, allegedly. She probably has anger issues. I mean, to call people and just, I mean, according to Rinna, just the way she was screaming and just carrying on, saying about Kyle and all that, I now can understand it. Because, I mean, she does seem like that happens a lot. But again, Bravo protected her and with the everything. And I guess I didn't blame them when they did. I really didn't, because I didn't like how Brenda went about it. You know, like I kept saying, we got bigger fish to fry. We got Erica here. Like, I guess nobody's going to question Erica. I don't know. I mean, if the Tommy Senior stuff's going to come out or not. I definitely have been asking Dana. I have to not do it till February. That if now she's saying, now Dana's saying, you know, I have Dana's Patreon, Dana Wilkie's Patreon always linked. Please go and sign up for it. Mimir, did you not hear what I sent you? Like, tell her how great listen. Everybody's like, oh, she's just a content creator with opinions. No, she does deep dives and she has receipts for a lot of her stuff. And she does not bring anything that she does not know to be accurate and true. And she does have opinions too. But I asked her if once a month we can, or once every like 6 weeks. She's saying her confessionals are the least watched in her Patreon. I'm like, how? That is the up-to-date shit that's like the whole pot of tea. And then, you know, like the stuff I sent with Russell, like it's good. It's stuff. And you're like, wow. She doesn't literally say, I like this one. I'm on this one. I'm on that side. Like, she gives you everything and she lets you make your own opinion, form your own opinion. So I want her to, if her confessionals are the least watched, I'm like, then you really should once every 6 weeks if you want, please. Because we have to have a thing, she says. A reason to do it, a reason for people to watch the two of us. And I'm like, not just because. But anyway, Dana, I think that like we'll do like the best 3 or 4 stories and go and do a live on here, on yours or whatever. And then, you know, because I'm getting people to join the Patreon. I think if 3 or 4 people say, oh my God, you're right, Dana's Patreon's awesome. Yeah, she really is. And that's her income. She's not paid by her podcast. She's not paid by like iHeartRadio or like, you know, we do this shit. We don't get paid for this unless we decide to monetize it. So Patreon, you know, that's her income. So she does, and she definitely makes it, you know, she does 3 or 4 different drops a week, Saturdays, Sundays, Tuesdays, and then even during the week, she'll do a recap, you know, which she does put on like ever, but like she does really good deep dives, really good interviews. She brings on people like, you know, she brings on everyone. Like, yeah. And a lot of the stuff, like she was talking about tequila. Remember tequila? That came up in a confessional with a guy that was on there. And it's the same guy who gets these celebrity sex tapes and does bidding for them. Like the people that say they got them leaked. This guy is somebody who does the blackmailing and all that, and then also makes that money. Anyway, so he was on, I forget his name, but he was talking about tequila. I mean, it's like crazy shit. A lot of stuff about Taylor, like just everything that happens, like what's going on now, and just for some reason, she gets everything, and I'm like, wow. Like I look, and I watch a lot of content creators. Like I watch Zach still, but like, you know, yeah. I've done that a couple times. I like, because my phone doesn't understand me a lot. So when I'm like texting somebody, I'll say things. I'm like, no, don't send. And I'm like, fuck. But yeah. Or like, you know how like we'll accidentally call each other. We have our group chats in Instagram, all of us. Like we all have like 5 of them. We'll accidentally hit the call button and it will call every single one of the person in your chat. And you're like, and there's usually 13 or 14 of us. And I'm like, oh my God. And we just know, we just look at it. We're like, we know they're not meaning to call us. But yeah, and you're like, holy shit. Like, oh my God, I've called like, you know, not celebrities, I guess, like housewives, and like that I kind of talk to in chat and DMs. And I've accidentally called them. Like, I'm like, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I did it to a couple people. I did to Frank before by mistake. I'm like, holy shit, Frank. Yeah, Catania. I'm like, I did not just call you. I did not mean to just call you. Probably think I'm lying. I'm like, it was even before Brittany and him were together, but thank God he wasn't with Brittany at the time. I was not trying to call him. I was not. I was trying to send a message. But yeah, it happened a couple of times. I think I even called like Dolores once, and it probably literally left her like I think it left her a 7-minute voicemail of just my purse. It sounded like some ruffling around my purse 2 Bravo cons ago, or yeah. But yeah, we've done it to each other a lot. But anyway, it's been an hour. I did watch Salt Lake. It was kind of, I'm like, I thought that the episode was this week. This is the one. Was this the one with Meredith? No, this isn't the one with Meredith with the IV, right? Or was it? Yeah, it was. See, they had me messed up. This isn't the one that the season, mid-season finale thing, or mid-season trailer thing that we saw. Was that this episode of Salt Lake? Because I hope not, because it was. I was like, I didn't even do notes with it. I'm like, this is not the one I'm waiting for. Like, the one I'm waiting for is the one I've been telling you guys about, where literally they find out that she's the one that was suing Heather. Which Heather, don't act like you didn't know. And we're talking about Monica because I'm Team Monica. Anything that you bring me that you want to tell me Monica did, I'm going to have a rebuttal, because I think everything that they say about her is ridiculous. She's human, going through it. She went through a divorce, so she decided not to pay some bills. Heather, here's your $3,000. Yes. Oh, that's right. Yes. I also think that Meredith and her dirty, dusty bugles should have gotten a bath tub. She's like, yeah, I'm going to use it for my dirty laundry. That was rude. I'm like, oh, Heather, who the fuck do you think you are? I thought Monica, is it 111? I thought Monica was going to give her the bathtub room. It was Monica's birthday trip, remember? She should have gotten the room with the bathtub. And I just think Meredith was, I don't know, acting weird, right? Oh, she did take something on the plane. That's right. I'm like, why was Meredith acting weird? That's right. She did. She took some anxiety meds on the plane. You wouldn't? I mean, yeah. I mean, now, yes. Now her, I mean, I don't know. Did you think Angie... See, Meredith was the one that brought up the husbands. She was the first one to talk about the husbands. So she brought up rumors about the husbands, about Angie's husband. Good one. That's a good one. Speaking of, I'm going to talk about 90 Day Fiance for about 5 seconds. In 3 minutes, I'll end this, not end this live, but we'll still talk about Housewives. Because we got to talk about 90 Day Fiance. Because I really see a pattern with a couple couples and why these people look like hella bag of shit and had to go back to America. But yeah. So, all right. So Housewives of Beverly Hills, already talked about that. I mean, Enter Anne Marie, thought she was going to give us more. So far, she's an ass kiss. But she's cool. Married to Marcellus something. I would rather see her more like, I don't know. We'll see what she does. Did she get to the part where she like said something about Crystal? Like, I made you relevant or something? Yeah. See, Meredith. Meredith, she just reminds me that she's going to hand you a bowl of dusty bugles, some RC cola in her house, and like show you her dusty jewelry. That's all. She just looks very outdated to me. And I'm like, it's getting worse. She did look like she was on meds. For her to come out to the like group and be like, you should have let me have the bathtub. I was not feeling well. Did you not see me? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, did you really just come out there like ew, literally buzzkill, like horrible buzzkill. Go away. Sure. You know what? It was nice of Monica to go and say and make sure she's okay and everything. That was nice of Monica. Because guys, Monica is trying. Do we not see what Monica's trying? What has she been doing wrong? Can anybody tell me? I had to pee so bad. I'm going to try to hold that because I need to know. What am I not seeing? Because I know what they're saying out here. They're mad because she's the one who sued Heather for $3,000 fucking dollars. Bitch, I'll give you $3,000. Shut the fuck up about it. You don't need it that bad. Your friend screwed her over. Your friend's the fraud. Your bestie that you all thought about being who's the better friend to Jen, and who does Jen love more? Who's Jen's ride or die? Who's the fraud's ride or die? Let's fight over that. Who's the bitch that wants nothing to do with any of you? Has she put you on the list to go visit her? Have you all heard from Jen Shaw? The one that you literally supported till the day she almost went to prison. You all supported her. But you're going to be mad at Monica for what? Because she went behind everybody's back and had fake accounts. Exactly. She had fake accounts. But you know why? Because Jen Shah, the same reason Heather didn't tell when Jen Shah giving her a black eye, because you're afraid of her. Who knew what she was capable of? She tried to get Monica to be a fraud and she said no. So then she goes and she tells the people, like, look, she's not paying me. I am going to put her business out. I'm going to literally have a fake account and put your business the fuck out of there. She's probably mad that she didn't think of Shah exposed first, instead of Angie Harmon's the husband. So listen, what else do you think Monica's done? What? Oh, she does not have a habit of going to spas and taking loans out. Like, I don't know why Dana, well, he keeps saying that. Dana, stop saying that. I keep asking you, bestie, what do you think? Why do you keep saying that? Does she have show me some more receipts of other spas if she's gotten work and not paid? And Lisa's Barley, exactly. It's just the insecurity. I don't know why. Monica, the fact that she didn't pay a couple bills or something, and she's had 3 names because she has been married. Her mom gave her 2 different names. Her mom has also been abandoning her. Her dad did, then her mom. Thank God they haven't brought her mom back yet because that lady wants to be a housewife more than she wants to be a mother. Lisa Barlow is jealous of her too, but Lisa decided that it's not worth it. So I'm going to be friends with the girl. And now I don't remember about Lisa on this. Why am I not remembering anything? Did Lisa do anything? Was she even there? I know Whitney looked like a drunk mess. Whitlet, like Nitwit can go. I love her telling Heather to fuck off though. That I can do. But maybe I didn't finish watching it. Because like I said, I didn't even take notes because I can't stand her fucking either. I didn't even like her season 1 because she just can't stand anybody telling her about herself. And listen, if you're somebody's friend, you let them, like Whitney says, I'm trying to make you a better person. She couldn't stand that. That made her fucking go nuts, didn't it? Why do I need to be a better person? Now, why do you say that? I'm like, I'm always begging my friends, please make me a better person. Please help me. That's my sister. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I will literally tell you. And then I also don't hold anything. Like, there's not one motherfucker in this world that does not know how I feel about them. I can't hide it on my face. I can't hide anything. My face just tells it all, no matter what I'm feeling. You guys know that. And I don't ever shut up. So literally everybody come over, even the people in the store, people know how I feel about you. Like, I don't know why we have to beat her out. Like, Lisa, you really just, she doesn't like Monica. I mean, she's delusional. Exactly. Exactly. When she gets into her rant about, I'm perfect, I'm this, I'm that, and everybody loves me, blah, 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 it's like a little too far. Like, she just goes. She is like the Energizer Bunny. It's great. I mean, I guess it's good to have like all the confidence in the world, but I do too, to a certain extent. But like, I have also done a lot of work on myself, and I admit that, and I work on myself still. So it's like, Lisa, self-respective or introspective. What's it called? Self-introspection. Listen, maybe she is everything she thinks she is, but like, I'm not going around saying that I'm perfect. She doesn't think she can know how to change. I mean, Lisa, you really did some shit to fucking, you really became friends with somebody that was trying to hurt Mary. Like, again, Mary, oh my God, guys, maybe we should talk about this for a minute. What are they doing to Mary? What happened? Why are they taking Mary off? Because Mary wasn't engaging with everyone? Because I don't want to hear because it's because of her son. Like, what did Mary do? Why is the show canceling Mary? I mean, I had a pee so bad, but I really need to talk about this. I mean, I wish could you guys wait 5 minutes now? Don't wait. This my bathroom's really far away. But literally, why are they doing this to poor Mary? Because it's Friday, and I like being here talking to you guys for 2 hours on Friday. I don't even listen and go to Who's Starting On podcast. If you guys are still listening on Who's Starting On, I'm on YouTube. I'm trying to let you guys know it's in the chat. I do get some downloads over there. I used to get a lot more. I don't know. Nobody's going over there. I'm getting everybody over here. It's great. I love you guys. But if I ever want to make more money, I know. Please go there and just rate it 5 stars or something. I don't know. Wherever you can do it. But I need to get up. I need my downloads to go up. I do. I need more downloads over on Spotify, Apple. They're the 2 that I worry about the most are Spotify and Apple because I don't know if people go on Google Podcasts or not, but it's on all the podcasts, any podcast platform, but you can rate on Spotify and Apple. And for me to get rated as, in reality TV, like in that genre, maybe even if I'm like literally there's 100 of us and I'm like number 100 ratings, and even you don't have to review it, you don't even have to listen to this episode again, but if you do, I appreciate it. All you have to do is hit download and then I'll let you rate me. And I think you don't have to do it once or twice. Please rate me 5 stars. I really appreciate it. Even if 4. I know I'm not perfect. Okay, I'm not trying to say I'm not Lisa Barlow. I really should stop word. No, I'm not going to talk about my eye anymore. I'm just not. It's my fault. You can still see it's half stopped, and it's all healed. It's just I won't talk about my eye anymore. I'm just going to get yelled at. But I don't know why my sister left. I got to go to her house though. By the way, yeah. So when I leave here, I'm going to my sister's house. And then I will be back. I don't want to hang up though, because I love it's Friday. And I wasn't here last Friday because I did let my eye. I had no choice. To believe it or not, guys, I'm not even telling you it's bad. Half of you saw it. I did not see I saw the look. No. Oh, you know what? No, I didn't, but I would like to. Maybe I can pull them up. I think I got rid of Elsa's porn that was up in my. See, like I have like a bar up there, so I could try to bring up the looks. I really do. I gotta peep, guys. I'm going to drop the call-in link, right? Just in case any of the people listening like to call in and like take over for 5 minutes so I can pay. I can. Maybe I'll just do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I like maybe not tonight though. Maybe like soon. What time is it now? I mean, yeah, I should. Actually, maybe I will. I'll come back and we'll talk about Salt Lake. And I'll get some stuff out of Dana's Patreon and talk. Don't worry, Dana. I won't give him everything, but she's had some good stories this week. I'll do that. I'm going to go pee and then come back in like an hour. But is that cool? You guys all want to come back? I don't really want to go, but I really do have to pay. And I did tell you all that. I appreciate you. Love you, right? And all that. And look, don't feel any pressure to come back. I was watching House of Villains. All right, just tell me. You can spoil it for me. Is Jack still there? Is Jack still there? The broken clown, is he still there? Oh, I'll find out. Oh, excuse me. I will find out. I want to go into Dana's Patreon and get a couple of good news stories, because I'm not going to just come back and give you the same stuff that you guys see everywhere else. Like, I can get some of the full story from her out of her Patreon. If you're not already subscribed to her, definitely do it. $9.99 or $6.99. And yes, I have sent you guys, Dana, I have sent them links, a couple links to a couple stories in private though, not on here. Don't worry. It's only been a couple of people, and they've actually went over and subscribed to you anyway. But I want them to see how good you really are. And the Russell Armstrong thing is pretty fucking good. It's one of her best ones, I think, because she's not just telling you what she hears. She's letting you hear what his sister says, with the 911 call, everything. And Mimir, real quick, with that, I think I said, do you not look at it a little bit differently with Russell's suicide, that they're now opening it back up as a murder? I think if the sister can get, his sister's trying to have that happen. And I think that it should, because I don't believe in coincidences. And to know that Russell Armstrong's partner also unalived himself 2 days after, that to me didn't, something didn't sit right after that. So, and to hear everything that Dana said and what the sister said, I cried. I know. I from the second it started, because I did not realize what we were going to hear in the very beginning. Hearing her cry made me cry, and just hearing what, and then hearing his sister, and God, and just the daughter coming up the driveway, it was a lot. But listen, it has to be talked about. That has to be talked about, because we have one narrative, and we have always had this narrative, and we've believed it about their marriage. And this is something that, in my opinion, wasn't necessary. Either him doing that, or that having him, I think that the exposure is what led to that somehow. And what was said about him. Again, I'm not calling Taylor a liar, but when you're drink and you get the way, sometimes when you argue, you tussle, you go after the person, and then he goes, I don't know, just saying, I don't even want to say too much because yes, that part. I was like, and it was like, I did not realize that was out, the 911 call. I didn't realize that. I'm so surprised that we never heard that. I mean, I had to do trigger warning. It's hard to listen to, but it just is necessary. It definitely is. If you have one narrative and you want to really hear everything, hi, I know, how are you? I seen you somewhere else too, and I was like, yes, you were making good points, and I was like, my girl, that's my girl. And I like when I'm on other people's forums, I don't like to plug myself. Like, even though I'll be on there and people say, oh, trust me, I don't like to say, hey, you're one of my subscribers. I don't really. I'll just kind of watch. But I think we might have been on the Sister Wives one together or something. I don't know. I miss you. Yeah, I have to pee, but I think I'm going to come back and do Salt Lake. I tried to do Instagram Live last week. I don't know what I'm doing with Instagram Live, guys. So it was a mess. I was going back and forth between the TV and me. So doing live reactions, I don't know if you want to watch the TV part and hear me or not hear me. Nobody joined it anyway. And then somebody said, I don't even think you were really live. And I'm like, I think it said I was, I don't know. It is good to know. Exactly. Thank you. And I say that all the time. We need both sides. And both sides, I mean, listen. Yeah, anyway. Anybody that wants that clip, let me know. Or not a clip. I have the whole episode that Dana did, but I sent it to Mary and I sent anybody else. If you guys want it. You honestly, like, Dana's so good, and that's just one story. Like, she had every week there's something just like that. And you're like, holy crap. She gets some really good people on. Like, she just had Cedric. She has Cedric on there, who used to live with Lisa Vanderpump. Remember the season 1 of Lisa Vanderpump? Oh my God, listen, I can't talk. Of Beverly Hills. Remember the guy that lived with Lisa Vanderpump? The young guy, Cedric? I didn't remember I'm like, who the hell's Cedric? She's talking about Cedric. I'm like, who's Cedric? Who the fuck is that? Oh, that guy. Some young guy that lived with Lisa Vanderpump in the very beginning. All right, I will definitely. I know you do. Okay, good. Okay. So what time is it now? It's 1:30 my time. So I'm going to go now, and then I'm just come back at 3. And we'll talk about Salt Lake and other stuff. I would like to come back sooner, but I'll come back at 2:30. I just gotta go pee, really. But yeah, I guess maybe like an hour or so. You guys will get the link. But for this one, I appreciate you guys. Love you as always. I'm gonna come back probably less than an hour. I don't know. We'll see soon. I don't want to go for too long because then I just won't do it. But you guys know, like, literally, I'm in bed. My sister's like, why didn't you come over? And I'm like, because I'm bored. I don't know. I'm supposed to get my sisters, but I'm not gonna. Chad, if you're still here, can you just stop by here? I'm just kidding. I'll be over tonight at some point. Yes, it's 2:30 Eastern. So yeah, give me an hour. 2:30 Eastern's good. It's 1:30 here. So 2:30 in an hour. So an hour from now, I'll do the link. I mean, I'll make a link and everything, and I'll schedule it real quick while I pay. And I will see you guys in an hour. And the Who's Starting On podcast, this was Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And then, how we always go and other stuff. Please use the time links and timestamps and the chapters. That's amazing. In my stream thing, the one that sends the podcast out to to all the different platforms, it actually has this AI person who's called your AI co-host. And he does chapters for me. So he breaks it all down. And I'm not saying he because it looks like a guy. And he breaks it all down chapters and timestamps. So you don't have to listen to this whole annoying me conversation. You can just skip around. Even like if I talk about life stuff, it tells you this, Kyle. It's really cool. It's really cool. I wish I could do it with YouTube too, but all right, guys, I'll see you in an hour. We'll talk Salt Lake, and I'll get some good stories out of Dana's Patreon. What do you guys want to? I don't know what you guys want to hear. I will get some good stuff out of there and some relevant stuff, and I will see you in an hour. I love you guys. Bye.